സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം. സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം. സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം. സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം. സർവം സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം. സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good
Namaskaram.
morning, good morning. Good morning, Raju.
Okay. Yeah, audio is clear?
Clear, audio is clear.
Okay, we'll start. Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Nashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Pullaravindayata Patranetra Enetvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajwalido Jnanamaya Pradipah Prapanna Parijhataya Totra Vetraikapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gita Mrtaduhe Namaha. Sarvopanishado Gavo Dogdha Gopalanam Danaham Partho Vatsasudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gita Mrtam Mahad. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Bhishmadronatata Jayadratha Jalagam Dharanilopala Salyagrahapati Kripena Vahani Karnena Velakula Ashwathama Vikarna Ghora Makara Duryodhana Vartini Sotirna Ghalu Pandavai Hirana Nadi Kaivartagah Keshavah Parasharya Vajas Saroja Mamalam Gitartha Gandhotkatam Nanakhyanaga Kesaram Harikadha Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Sajjana Shatpadairaharaha Pepiyamanam Muda Bhuyad Bharata Pangajam Kalimala Pradham Sinasreyase Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Paramanandamadhavam. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marudastunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedais Sangapadakramopanishader Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyandam Navidusura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om. Good morning and namaskaram to all. So we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita. We are in the 11th chapter, Vishwarupa Darshana Yogam. We completed up to verse number 31. where Arjuna says, Akhyahi me ko bhavan ugra rupaha namostu te devavara prasida viknyatumichhami bhavantamadhyam nahi prajanami tava pravrittim. Where Arjuna asks, Hey Ugra Rupa, Hey Ugra Rupa, who are you? Who are you? Then also asks, what do you do? How do you carry out all the actions? Pravrittim viknyatum ichhami. Right? Hey Devavara, Hey Ugra Rupa, Bhavan kaha, me akhyahi. Please tell me, who are you? And tava pravrittim nahi prajanami. I fail to understand the way you carry out your actions. So please tell me, who are you and how do you carry out the actions? So Bhagavan says, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhagavan says, what Bhagavan says? Kalosmi. I am the time. And who are you? The answer is, I am the time. 1 second. I am the time. And then next is Tava Pravrittim. What are you doing, Lord? Bhagavan says, Logakshayakrit Pravriddaha. I am just wiping out the world. Wiping out, destroying. That is the job that I am doing. Kalosmi Lokakshayakrit Pravriddaha. Then Iha Lokan Samahartum. Here in this universe, I am destroying, I am wiping out. Then Pravrittaha Lokakshayakrit. Lokakshayakrit. I am engaged, I am totally engaged in clearing this universe. Then Pravriddaha Kalaha Asmi. I am that mighty time. I am the time. Pravriddaha. Pravriddaha means I increase in size. As the universe is expanding, I also expand. Right? Pravriddaha. I also increase. Increasing in size. I become mighty and mightier. Then Ye Yodhaha. These the warriors, all the army men, Pratyanikeshu avasthitaha. They are who are arranged or standing in the opposite side. In the opposite side, survey, all of them, Tvam Riteapi. Even if you don't fight, or even in your absence also, even if you are not there, Na Bhavishyanti. They will not live. That means they will die anyways. Right? They will die anyways. Bhagavan says that whether you are there, whether you are not there, they are already dead or they will die. So it is not, your presence is not necessary to kill them. Okay? So this is what Bhagavan says. So here we have to see, what is this time? Time, 1 second. Time is, it is a notion, it arises in the mind. Time is just a notion, and also time is something which happens when two dependent entities, between two dependent entities. See, for example, the time that we think as time, as say hour or day, etc., it is all because of the two independent, two dependent things like earth and the sun. So when between the earth and the sun, because of their dependency or because of their dependent karmas, we think or we have the notion of this time, is it not? So there it is because of the Paraspara Ashrayam. Okay, from this Paraspara Ashrayam, it is a notion that arises in the mind, or it arises in consciousness. So the time is a notion which arises in consciousness. 1 second. So this Srishti, Sthiti, Samharam, etc. All these they are the happenings in the notion of time. Right? Srishti, Sthiti, Samharam, etc. is all happen in the notion of this time. Okay. So all the karma, all the movements that is happening is a notion in time. Right? Time, the time borrows its existence from consciousness. The time borrows its existence from consciousness, and all the bodies, all jivas here, right? All the jivas are instrument in the hands of time, right? The kalam, the time removes everyone, right? Whatever is born here will be consumed by time. Time consumes everything here, right? There is nothing will be left. Whether Arjuna is there, Arjuna is not there, doesn't matter. The warriors or the army men, the Drona, Bhishma, etc., all will be already wiped out. They will be wiped out, whether Arjuna kills them or not, right? They will be wiped out of everyone. We think that it is because of us everything else is surviving or everything else dies, etc. Right? No, the kalam takes away everything, time takes away everything, right? And it becomes mighty and mightier. As we said, the modern science also says, the universe is expanding and more galaxies are coming in. Some galaxies are, as the galaxies are more and more, let there be thousands and thousands of galaxies. Doesn't matter. Time will consume everything, right? It will destroy everything, and it will come to a point of singularity, etc. Okay, so Arjuna, whether you fight, whether you kill, doesn't matter. The army men on the opposite side, they will not be there. That is what Bhagavan says. Na tvam sarve tvam mritepi. Whether in your absence also, whether you are there, whether you are not there, na bhavishyanti. They will not live forever. They will be wiped out by me. I am the time. Kalosmi. I am the time. I will remove everything. Whether you kill or whether you don't kill. Whether you are there, whether you are not there. Everything will be removed. One does not understand this fact, right? One who doesn't understand this fact, what we will do generally in our day-to-day life also, when suppose some disturbances occurs to us, some difficulties caused by the people. Some people, good people always help, they try to help others. One second. Yeah. So when the people try to help others and they expect something in return, that in their need the others also will help back, and instead of forget about helping, they might cause more trouble to the good people. So the good man, what he thinks, this person, I helped him, but in the time he did not help me back. Let me see, next time when it comes, I will take care of him, or I will take revenge. Right? When someone does something, one second. When the good people are being hurt by others, so this person thinks that I will take care of him. I will make sure that this person is troubled. So we have all that the feelings of ill feeling towards the other people will come. I will take care of him, or even the other way also, I will protect him, in my absence. Say like the common man, he thinks that it is because of me that the family is surviving, it is because of me that everyone is surviving, etc. These things, this ahankara is always there in the minds of the people. In my absence, how they will survive? It is if I have not taken care of them, how so those who are feeding the dogs or birds, etc. In my absence, it is because of me they are surviving. This ahankara arises in the minds of the people. But what Bhagavan says is that whether you are there, whether you are not there, they will be taken care of. Because they will be taken care of. You are not doing anything, Arjuna. So this removes the ahankaram of Arjuna as well as us also, right? In our Ahankara, the Ahankara will be destroyed and removed by in this verse. In this clear, Bhagavan clearly says, what is Arjuna's delusion? Arjuna's delusion is that all these relatives, I am killing them, right? I am killing them and I am protecting. Both is there in Arjuna's mind. I am killing them, I am killing Bhishma or Drona, etc. and also I am protecting these people. But Bhagavan says, you are just an instrument. They are all already dead. In Tamil we say, Sattavamba adigiradu. So like that. Already they are all dead serpent. So you are Arjuna, you are only beating a dead serpent here. Right? You think that you are killing, but they are already dead. That is what Bhagavan says. Na bhavishyanti sarve tvam ritepi. Even if you don't fight, even if you are not there at all, they are not going to be there forever. Because they are already been taken care of by me, Kalam. I am the time. So you just be an instrument in the hands of me, Kalam, and don't have any ahankara here. Drop your ego, drop your ahankara. This is the meaning of this verse. Arjuna, you just know that you are only an instrument in my hands. Drop your ego, drop your durabhimanam. Then Bhagavan continues, Tasmad tvamuttishta yasholabhasva jitva shatrun bhunksha rajyam samruddham mayaivaite nihatah purvameva nimittamatram bhavasavyasachin tasmat tvamuttishta yasholabhasva jitva shatrun bhunksha rajyam samruddham mayaivaite nihatah purvameva nimittamatram bhavasavyasachin. Tasmat means all these objects and jivas, all of them are just instruments in my hands. Bhagavan says they are just instruments in my hands. Because of that is tasmat. Because of that, what do you mean? We are all puppets, and Bhagavan is the puppeteer. Like that, who plays that puppets with the strings are there. In that they are just instruments. Arjuna, everyone here, all objects and jivas are just puppets here. Tvam uttishta, you wake up. You wake up from this delusion that you are killing. Wake up from this. Tvam uttishta, you wake up. What do you do then? You be an instrument to fulfill my desire. You wake up and you just be an instrument to fulfill my desire. So here we have to understand that when Bhagavan says my desire, it is the consciousness. Just listen to the consciousness. Just listen to the Sakshi. Listen to the Atma. And just obey what the Atma says. Don't put your mind. Don't put your worldly intellect. Right? You just listen to the consciousness. The consciousness is Bhagavan. Be just the instrument here. Tvam uttishta. Wake up from there. Drop your ego. Yashas. Then through my blessings, Yashaha labhasva. Through my blessings, with my blessings, you become famous. Okay? I bless you and you become famous. Shatrun jitva. With my blessings, you win over the enemies. You just be the instrument here, and as an instrument you help me only. Okay, and just be the instrument, and with my blessings, Shatrun jitva, you win over the enemies. Samruddham rajyam bhungshva, with my blessings, enjoy the prosperous kingdom. Okay, enjoy the prosperous kingdom. Yete, all of these enemies. Maya eva savyasajin, you nimitta matram bhava. Ete means all of these enemies who are on the other side. All of this who are on the other side, Maya eva nihitaha. Nihitaha. They are already killed by me. I have already done. Whatever to be done, I have already done. Purvameva. Nihitaha Purvameva. Yeah. Purvameva Nihitaha, then, hey Savyasachin, a great warrior of bow and arrow. Savyasachin means one who can handle bow and arrow with both the hands, left hand as well as right hand. That is Savyasachin. Hey Savyasachin, Nimittamatram Bhava. You just be a Nimittam. Nimittam means you just be an instrument. That's all. You Nimittamatram Bhava. You just be an instrument or a helper in the process of this samharam that is happening. Right? In this war, you just be an instrument. Don't think you are doing, you are killing. I am doing things. I am protecting this country and I am taking care of my family. Right? Don't think that you are taking care of your family and I am taking care of this and that and etc. I will take care of my enemies. Those who are going against me, I will make sure that they are put in their place, etc. All that anger and this thing which arises because of all that, don't do all that. I will take care of all that. You just be an instrument. Nimitta matram bhava. Hey Arjuna, Arjuna means we are all in that place only. So Bhagavan is telling Nimitta matram bhava. You just be an instrument in the process of the samharam. Right? This verse, this dialogue removes all the delusion of the doership from Arjuna. Right? It should remove all the doership from our minds also. We should drop our ego right now. Right? And do all the karmas as Bhagavad Arpanam, Brahmarpanam. This is the real surrender that should happen. Real surrender is this. Hey Arjuna, you just be an instrument, do all your actions, make all your actions as Bhagavad Arpanam, Sarvam, Brahmarpanam, and do as Bhagavad Ichha. Okay? You do as Bhagavad Ichha, the desire of Bhagavan. Listen to the consciousness. You just follow the consciousness. Bhagavad Ichha, just surrender to the Kalarupi Bhagavan. Drop the notion that I am this body. What does this mean by total surrender? The surrender is that we have the delusion that I am this body and I am doing things. Right? This notion, whenever we identify ourselves with the body, what will happen is that the doership comes. And all the notions, all the things that is connected with this body, including this body, becomes mine, my body and my property, my money, because all that this body has acquired. And we think that I am this body and whatever the body has acquired, things that I have acquired. This is the delusion. When the shift happens that I am Atma, I am not this body, then we are totally surrendering to Bhagavan. So know our true nature is the real surrender, knowing that I am this body. See, when we identify ourselves as this body, death is inevitable, right? Because this is a Jada Vastu. This is a Nama Rupam. It is created and it will be destroyed. Time will destroy all that. The time will kill, because nobody or no body has ever lived forever. It constantly changes. Asti, jayate, vardate, viparinamate, apakshiyate, nashyate. So this is the Shat Vikaras that happens to all the Jadas here. That will happen. Whether we like it, whether we don't like it, it will happen. So it is inevitable. That is the reason why Bhagavan says that I am Kalarupi, I destroy, I wipe out everything. And also in the previous verses it said, Bhagavan said that some are being crushed between my teeth, right? Some are like rivers that flow smoothly into the ocean. Some I crush between the teeth. Do not get confused by crushing between the teeth the physical body. What here Bhagavan means is that suffering one undergoes, right? The mental suffering is what Bhagavan is mentioning. It is not the physical suffering. Because this is a prarabdha sharira, this is a product of our previous janma. This body will undergo whatever it is destined for. It is a prarabdham, as per the prarabdham. Not that somebody got cancer, is crushed between the teeth, or somebody has got a very meets with an accident or something. He's crushed between the teeth. Doesn't mean that. It is nothing to do with the physical body. What it means is that the suffering one undergoes. One who identifies himself with this body will think I am doing, I am enjoying, will end up with the desires, right? End up with the unfulfilled desires. one who ends up the life with unfulfilled desires will be crushed between the teeth of this column. That is what it means. The suffering is the suffering of the mind. The suffering is the old age will be suffering, death will be suffering, and this column will destroy this body and will produce a new one. It will produce a new one with a fresh body to fulfill its desires. It continues. The suffering continues. This is what Bhagavan means by crushing the teeth. But whereas one who is in the path of spirituality, one who does all the karma as Bhagavad Arpanam, surrendering, and does his karma as a karma yogam, bringing the mind to equanimity at all points, that will be like, the end will be like the rivers flowing into the ocean. It will be so smooth, and if at all the total realization has not happened in this life, there will be a better, refined life will be the next one. So the continuation will be so smooth. That is what Bhagavan means. Otherwise, it will be like the moths entering into the fire. The moths, when they see the fire, the light, they get attracted towards the rupam, and then they fall into the fire and will be burnt, or will be crushed between the teeth of this column. This is what Bhagavan means. Or either you can be a river that is flowing into the river, or you can be crushed by the teeth of this Kala Swarupi Bhagavan. So we have to understand what is that. We have to just drop our ego, drop our total doership. That is what, you just be an instrument. Hey Savyasajin, nimitta matram bhava. You be only an instrument. Nimittam, just karanam. You be there, that's all. Everything is I have done. I have already done and I will do. Then what will be the labham out of it? If someone who surrenders totally into the hands of Bhagavan, total surrender, then what will happen is Atma Anubhavam, Atma Labham, right? Atma Labham means self-realization. And that only is the Anandam. That Shanti alone is the Anandam, and that is the Labham one will get, right? Atmanandam, Atma Labham, realization of the self. So this is the surrender. Suppose someone decides, no, I will not surrender. Definitely it will have a very difficult life as well as difficult end also. It will be difficult. One who doesn't surrender to Bhagavan, one who doesn't surrender to accept whatever is happening in this life as a prasadam from the Bhagavan, one who doesn't accept, whether someone accepts or doesn't accept, things will happen as it is supposed to happen, and definitely the only result will be suffering, nothing else. The life itself will be suffering, and at the end of the life, old age will be suffering, and death will be miserable. That is why Bhagavan says, Nimitta matram bhava savyasajin. Savyasajin means he can handle bow and arrow with his left hand. That much powerful he is. And to that mighty warrior Arjuna, Bhagavan says, you drop your ego. Right? Such a powerful person, Bhagavan says, you drop your ego. You are not doing anything here. So we should follow that, and we should have total, whether if we accept or not, whether if we don't accept also, things will happen. If we accept also, things will happen. So just imagine what is better for us. The best thing is to surrender, to accept as and go as per the Bhagavad Ichcha. Listen to the consciousness. Okay. So remember, see, one more thing we have to remember. All through the 10 chapters, what Bhagavan said, all the chapters, Kama Yesha, Krodha Yesha, Rajoguna Samudbhavaha. Kama, the desire is the root cause of all the problems of this world. All the problems of our problems is because of Kama only. Kama Yesha, third chapter, 37th verse. Kama Yesha, Krodha Yesha, Rajoguna Samudbhavaha, Mahasano Mahapatma, Vidhyena Miha Vairinam. These are the two enemies, Kama and Krodha. Or what it produces, this Kama produces Krodham also. They are not two different. Kama only, Krodha, both are same only, right? And the result will be If we have kama, the desire, then unfulfilled desires, that will even during the process of doing our karma, the two things that we develop is the raga and dvesha, right? We will be attached to things and we will have aversion to things. So this raga dvesha, these are the impurities of the mind. This will torment us. This will torment us throughout the time that we live. That time also, most of the time we will be under the influence of this raga dvesha, and end will be very difficult. So drop this kama and krodha, right? Kama esha, krodha esha, they are the two enemies. So you drop the desires, through which you will be dropping your doership also. Naturally, you just drop your doership, you just surrender to me, Kalam. That is Vishwarupa says, drop your ego and merge in me. You merge in me, right? Know you are the self. Know that you are the self. You are Atma. You are not this body. Drop the notion that you are this body, by which you will drop all your doership and naturally enjoyership. 34th verse. Dronam cha bhishmam cha jayadratham cha karnam tadhanyanapi yodhaviran maya hatamstvam jahima vyadhishtaha yudhyasva te jetasi rane sapatnan. Dronam cha bhishmam cha jayadratham cha karnam tadhanyanapi yodhaviran maya hatamstvam jahima vyadhishtaha yudhyasva jetasi rane sapatnan. Maya hatan, they are all already killed by me. Who? Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna, they are all the mighty warriors, and Anyana Yodhaviranapi, all of them, right? All of them, who are in your opposite side, all of them are already killed by me. Maya hatan, they are all dead. I have killed. Rane tvam jahi. Okay, you just be an instrument and then you kill them and you win. Ma vyadhishtaha, don't worry about them at all. Do not worry about them at all, because you are not killing them. They are already dead. They are already dead, finished. Now ma vyadhishtaha, see, whether you kill them or not, they will be dead. Okay, so you just be an instrument and then ma vyadhishtaha, don't worry about them, don't worry over them at all. Yudhyasva, you just do your duty. Your duty is fighting the war. Similarly, we have to just carry out whatever our swadharma, just do as a nimittam, as an instrument, just obey the consciousness, obey Bhagavan, and just continue your duty. That is all. Whatever is happening is already happened. Okay, everything has already happened. You just don't have to do anything here. You just be an instrument and you continue to do your swadharma, keeping your mind focused on Bhagavan. That is what Bhagavan says. Ma vyadhishtaha, don't worry about anything that is happening here. Everything is happening exactly as per whatever is Bhagavan's ichha. Bhagavad ichha, things are happening here. Whether somebody is sick, whether somebody is all that, whatever is happening in our life. I don't want to pinpoint things. Analyze own life and just surrender to this. Do your swadharma. Just do your swadharma as an instrument. Don't take any doership in it. Drop the durabhimanam and don't worry. Ma vyadhishtaha sapatnan jetasi. You will surely win the enemies. Definitely you will win the enemies. Why? Because I am with you. Bhagavan is with them. We know that, Bhagavan, with the help of Krishna only, Pandavas have conquered Kauravas. There is no doubt about it. Right? So similarly, all objects, all jivas, right? the including the birth and death are all in the hands of me only, in the hands of me, kalos me. I am the time, in my hands, all the sriti and sthiti and the samharam, everything is happening here, right? And do not be anxious about the results. I have done whatever have to be done, I have done. Don't worry about anything. That is what Arjuna, you don't worry about all this, you just play your role. You play, this is a drama, you just play your role. Your role is now, you are Arjuna, you have got a role to play, you just do your role and fight this war. Don't think you are killing someone. That is an illusion. That is the problem which all started. Arjuna Vishada Yogam, it started like that. How can I kill? This is the problem. So here Bhagavan says, you just be an instrument and do whatever is your swadharma. Don't be anxious about the results. I have done whatever is to be done. And you just play your role. That is all. See, when we all realize, including Arjuna also, when we realize that Bhagavan is there with us at all times, why should we worry? Why we should worry at all? When we know the Bhagavan is inseparable from us. Bhagavan is always there, so close to us. Similar to the Krishna is always with Arjuna. Krishna is always with the Pandavas. So similarly, take that metaphor and realize that Bhagavan is there all the time, right? Watching, and you realize that you are that consciousness. You realize that you are that consciousness. In that consciousness, allow the body to function. Allow the body to just do as an instrument, right? Why worry? This is the real Sharanagati. This is the real surrender, Prapatti. Right? Bhagavan, who is so close to us. There is no cause of any fear here. In Mahabharata, at one place, Bhishma tells Duryodhana that no one can defeat Arjuna. Duryodhana, you do whatever you want. You cannot defeat Arjuna because the whole protector of this world is with Arjuna. All the time, the whole protector of this world is with Arjuna. Why are you pestering me with this and that? You will never win over Arjuna. Because Arjuna is being protected by the protector of this world. You don't realize this. Okay, that's a side note. Bhagavan says, also, what is the point? How it is relevant to us is that once we have entered into the path of spirituality, right? The moment we enter the path of spirituality, the real spirituality, where our true nature is Atma and our true nature is not this body, right? Why fear at all? There is absolutely no cause of any fear because Atma never dies. Na jayate mriyadeva kadachit, right? So there is absolutely no point in fear. There is no point to get afraid of anything here, right? And also, see, once we have decided in the path of spirituality, day by day, the fear should be dropping. We ourselves can notice this every day, day by day. The fear part, anxious moments are being reduced. Is it not? Because see, we are already, the progress, it may not be visible. Clearly it may not be visible because many of us are listening to the talks, reading Bhagavad Gita, reading Upanishads, and also we are practicing this at Sarvam Brahmamayam, whatever we see, anything that we see, Yadannu Kanmadadu Narayana Pratima, like that we are practicing, but nothing seems to be visible. The effect doesn't seem to be visible, but it is not true. It is not true. When there is a disturbance arises, when there is a sudden loss in the family or sudden something that happens with unnoticed, like a blow it happens, that time we will realize that how this is helping, how the Bhagavan with us, all the time Bhagavan is with us, how during the difficult times, how we are being lifted up from the depression, we will notice it. That time we will know it. So immediately, or the progress may not be so evident on a daily basis, right? But those who are in the path of spirituality, once you have entered the train, once you have boarded the train, definitely the train will reach its destination. There is no question about it. Only thing what we have to do is, do not get down and walk away. That's all. Don't get down from the train and walk away. Stay there. Stay in the path of spirituality. Stay inside the train. The train will take you to the destination. Similarly, stay in the path of spirituality. Even though the progress is not visible, it is not true. The progress is happening. Things are happening. The change is happening in us at all times. Because of the presence of Bhagavan, because of the knowledge of that I, my true nature is Atma. This Atma Vicharam, this is the travel, this is the path of spirituality. Atma Vicharam at all times is the path of spirituality. That is the train that we are traveling, right? So we have to remember this at all times without forgetting. That is why every day we should read Bhagavad Gita or Upanishads or listen to some talks and apply this in our day-to-day life when we are in the transactions, handling with the family or the office or whatever and wherever we are, whatever job we are doing, we should apply this in our point-to-point, moment-to-moment basis. When we do that, the progress will be, even though it is not very visible or this thing, but things are happening here. We will come to know that, and the people who have gone through such bad experiences, they themselves have clearly explained, they themselves have experienced it, that this alone is an aushadham. This gives the immunity. This Vedanta Padanam or the study of scriptures and assimilating this is like a medicine. Like it gives the immunity to such problems of this world. Okay, so Bhagavan says, Yudhyasva, keep fighting, you do your job, you do your Swadharma and stay with Atma Vicharam. Sanjaya Uvacha. Yeah, then we will move to the 35th verse. Okay, now Sanjaya is explaining Dhritarashtra. We should not forget, Sanjaya is explaining all this to Dhritarashtra, King Dhritarashtra, and he says, what is the status of Arjuna? He explains, Etat Shrutva Vajanam Keshavasya Kritanjalir Vepamanah Kiriti Namaskritva Bhuya Evaha Krishnam Sagadgadam Bhita Bhita Pranamya. Sanjaya Uvaja. Sanjaya said, what he told, hey, no, the crowned one, the Kiriti means Arjuna, Keshavasya etat vachanam shrutva. Listening to Keshava's words, who is in the form of Vishwarupa. So, Arjuna said something, and then Bhagavan replied this with these two verses, you nimitta matram bhava sabhyasajin. All that Bhagavan explained, you are just an instrument in the hands of time. I am the Vishwarupa, I am the Kalarupi. You means all of these jivas, everyone is just an instrument, puppets in the hands of me. I am the puppeteer, and I am the kalam, I am the time, etc. After all these words of Bhagavan, Keshavasya etat vachanam shrutva, after listening to this Krishna's words in the form of Vishwarupa, Kiriti Vepamanaha, Arjuna in trembled, right, in fearsome, Kritanjalihi Namaskritva. Kritanjalihi means with folded hands, Namaskritva, he did Namaskaram, prostrated in front of Bhagavan, and Bhita Bhitaha Pranamya, again and again he did Namaskaram, Bhita Bhitaha, out of fear and with a trembling and with a choked voice, Sa Gadgadameva, with choked voice, Aha, he said. Arjuna came to a clear understanding now. After listening to Bhagavan, he came to a clear understanding that Bhagavan is Kala Rupaha, this Vishwarupa is Kala Rupaha. Without his blessings, not a grass will move here. Right? Not a grass can move here without the blessings from this Bhagavan, Vishwarupa. Then all the Srishti, Sthiti, Samharam, everything is happening in time. And Arjuna realized whatever he thought about himself, the Jagat, all that got shattered. Arjuna thought that I am the mighty warrior, I am going to kill, how can I kill, they are my relatives, how can I protect this, and all the illusion. The Durabhimanam was there in Arjuna, all that, everything just got shattered. Whatever he thought about himself and the Jagat, all whatever his thinking about this world and himself, everything got shattered. He dropped his ego, and dropping that and surrendering to Bhagavan is what is expressing as fearsome. Okay, it is not the fear of, this fear is not to be confused with the fear of our anxiety towards things in the world. Right? We become anxious when something is not happening as per our plans. This fear is not that fear. The fear that Arjuna has now towards the Bhagavan is not the anxious moments of our acquiring worldly things. This is different. This fear is the bhakti. This fear is the surrendering to Bhagavan. Okay, so should not get confused with these two types of fears. Right. Arjuna realized whatever he thought about himself and the Jagat, every belief just shattered. See, at this point I am remembering the story of Narasimha and Hiranyakashipu and Prahlada. Hiranyakashipu means, the meaning of Hiranyakashipu is one who has desires for the Hiranyam, gold and properties, things like that. So this is the Hiranyakashipu, and this Hiranyakashipu who identifies himself is the body, and one who wants to acquire lot of, this is the desire for all this, he doesn't want to forgo anything. Right? Indirectly the Hiranyakashipu doesn't want to die. So he goes to Brahma and gets a boon that he should not be killed by something moving, something not moving, something life or lifeless, or ultimately he said anything that is born out of Brahma, anything that is created by Brahma should not kill me. So much of protection he took. Right? Hiranyakashipu did all that. Then what happened? Ultimately, Kalaswarupi Bhagavan, he came in the form of a Narasimha, and this time, okay, the time is not a product of Brahma. Actually, Brahma is in time, because we have know that Brahma also Yugam is there. After so many yugas, this Brahma changes and the new Brahma comes. Right? So there are so many Brahmas already have come and gone. So many Brahmajis have come and gone. So this Brahma was also inside the Kalam only. So the Kalam, the time, is not a product of, it's not a creation of Brahma. Okay, because Brahma is in time. That is why this Kalaswarupi Bhagavan, he came in the form of Narasimham. Nobody has ever heard of such a thing called Narasimham. Narasimham name also came after the Rupam came out of that pillar. Right? So something which is unique, which is not visible, which was not there available to the transaction of those people, it came out like that and killed. Similarly, this time will produce anything. Any Rupam the time can come, and it will destroy all the Hiranyakashipus here. Right? So this is what I remember. Suddenly I remembered. So where are we now? Yeah, Hiranyakashipu thought he can avoid death somehow by taking all these boons and all. Even Hiranyakashipu could not survive here, and the end was so miserable for the Hiranyakashipu. It is a warning to each one of us. Okay. So, hey, Keshavasya Vajanam Srutva, Kiriti Vepamanaha, Kritanjalihi Namaskritva, he fell at his feet, Bhita Bhitaha Pranamya, Sa Gadgatam. Means with a choked voice, Aha, he said. What did he say? Arjuna Uvacha. Right? 36th verse, no? Correct. Arjuna Uvacha Sthane Rishikesha Tava Prakirtya Jagat Prahrishyatyanurajyate cha Rakshamsi Bhitani Disho Dravanti Sarve Namasyanti cha Siddha Sangaha Sthane Rishikesha Tava Prakirtya Jagat Prahrishyatyanurajyate cha Rakshamsi Bhitani Disho Dravanti Sarve Namasyanti cha Siddha Sanghaha. O Rishikesha, Krishna, Tava Prakirtya, by praising your glories, Jagat Prahrishyati, this world, the whole world rejoices, they feel delighted, right? Anurajyatecha, they feel so happy by praising you. Anurajyatecha, Sthane, this is perfect, this is correct, this is apt. Bhitani Rakshamsi, this Bhitani Rakshamsi means this terrified Rakshasaha, like the Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha, etc. Dishaha Dravanti, they are running and escaping in all directions. Sarve Siddha Sangaha, all the Siddhas means sadhus. Sankaha, Siddha Sangaha means the host of Siddha, the group of Siddhas. Namasyanti cha, they bow down to you. When this whole world, when this whole universe, Arjuna knew that the whole universe is under the control of that controller, under the power of the controller, Ishvara, Bhagavan, then it is easy to understand the Sukham, the Dukkham, everything is all lies in Bhagavan only. Right? All the Sukham, Dukkham, everything is lies in Bhagavan only. And what he says, so it is only correct, it is apt. That is what Arjuna says, it is right. Sthane, this is perfect. Everything is perfect. Hey Arjuna, Tava Prakirtya, by praising your glories, the world rejoices. Right? By praising your glories, the world rejoices. Those who are in the path of spirituality, they praise the glory of Bhagavan only. Those who are going as Ahankara, they are the Rakshasas and they get Bhitani. They get always, they are scared, they are afraid of death, afraid of birth and death, etc. This cycle goes on. Bhitani Rakshamsi, this terrified Rakshasaha, Disaha Dravanti, they are running and escaping in all directions. This is also perfect. Sarve Siddha Sangaha, all the sadhus or the group of sadhus, they Namasyantija, they bow down to you. See, naturally, people who are in the path of spirituality, they are always happy. They surrender to Bhagavan and everything they are just leaving to God and just they do their swadharma and the happiness, the shanti is very clear. It is evident in them. So that is the reason that this total surrender to all situations, accepting whatever is coming in our lives, this is the surrender. They are at peace. Others who thinks I can do things here, I am the doer, I can do what is in Tamil we call it I can make this world upside down, who thinks like that, right? So Malay Marikara, what is something they say. So those who think like that will definitely, they are the Rakshasas, and they will get terrified out of fear. They will be running here and there. They run in all directions. Dishaha dravanti. But those who are in the path of spirituality, they will have real peace at all times. And they praise Bhagavan. Okay, we'll continue from 37th verse next week. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Harihi Om Tat Sat. Brahmarpanamastu.
Thank you, sir.